Morning, guys. It's like 20 degrees out right now, but I figured that I would show you guys how I weld things, and I actually have my own personal welder. It's not the best welder in the world, but it's a Harbor Freight welder. It gets me by here, and I figured since I'm going to be doing that mini engine series, I need a table to, build it on. Everything in the house is already being used. We don't really actually have a dinner table in the house. We have a bar table. It's got stuff all on it, and what I want to be able to do is build a table that I could put in a quiet place, so I can do this engine build in a quiet place without the kids being loud in the process while I'm doing it. I figured I'd show you guys what I'm going to be welding. I'll show you why I'm welding, or while I'm welding it, and show you kind of the process of doing it. A lot of people can't weld, a lot of people can. Like I said, these welds are not going to look the prettiest. I'm actually a certified 4G welder, but this is a little 120 Harbor Freight welder. It's no gas, it's a straight wire, so the welds are never going to look pretty even with these welders. So even if the welds don't look pretty, don't judge me. But I just figured I'd build this table. It's just going to be a little stand for the engine anyways, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get this started. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to make sure is you're wearing all 100% cotton. Do not wear any kind of polyester or anything that the sparks will burn right through it and you'll ruin your clothing. Like I have right here, this is my work shirt that I don't ever wear at work, but I usually use it for welding. It's 100% cotton. Get 100% cotton jeans. Don't wear MC Hammer pants or anything like that. Tillman gloves, these aren't the best for welding. These are normally for like TIG welding. If you want to use them for that, there's not a lot of heat involved, but they're still good for welding for this case, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. I have an auto darkening hood right here. It's a Miller. Get any kind of hood, it doesn't matter, but to make things easier, it's good just to get an auto darkening hood so you don't have to keep flipping up your hood up and down. You can just keep going from weld to weld to weld. It makes the process faster. Your employer will definitely be happier if you are a welder to get an auto darkening hood. And anyways, I'm going to show you guys my welder real quick, and then I'll show you guys the welding. So, alright guys, here's my my Harbor Freight welder. It's a little Chicago Electric Welding. It's a 90 amp. It's a 120 volt. Like I said, this is a non-gas welder. The gas is inside the wire. Like I said, it doesn't make the most beautiful welds, but it just gets the job done for me. I'm not welding like major framework on a car or anything, so I'll make sure I have a different welder for that. This is just for around the house fun, like I'm doing with this frame that I'm building for my table. All right, just make sure you put the ground on the piece of metal that you're gonna be working on. Like I said, this is all tacked up. They're not the beautiful tacks. I just tacked it really quick together at work, so I can just bring it home and I can weld it. So we get the ground on, and then all you gotta do is turn on the welder, and it's good to go. Let's get the welding. Make sure you keep the wire about this distance away from the metal at all times. As you see here, it's a little cold, so I'm a little shaky, but I did two different patterns for you. The way I did it the first time, or halfway, I was doing it in a U pattern, just going back and forth. That's one way you can do it. And then I did the second way, I was just doing it in a curlicue. two different ways you can do it. So let me get my little wire brush out and I'll show you. Okay, as you see, I wasn't very consistent with the nice, you know, first pattern. It's been like 2 years since I welded, so but this welder is not a very consistent welder, so the wire is not perfectly coming out like, say, $1,000 Lincoln or like $1,000 Miller welder. And plus the wire is a lot thinner than a normal wire. This is 083 wall steel that I'm welding on, so it's probably not the best wire for this, but like I said, it's just getting the job done. Let me go on to the next weld, see if I can do a little bit better, because it's like I said, it's been 2 years since I welded. It's like riding a bike, but you still have to learn your, and plus it's 20 degrees, so I'm fucking cold right now. See, that weld looks so much better. See, just a couple passes will get you back in the groove of things. Yeah, a lot more straighter. It's not the best wire, it's just a flux core. So, it looks a lot better. I'll show it to you guys when I'm actually done with all of this. I'm gonna go start on the next one. This is considered 1G welding. It's flat. It's a flat weld. I'll actually do downhill welding. I'm going to do it like actually just going straight down on these joints, and I'll show you the welds when they look like after I'm done with those. Come on, you stupid welder. It's a piece of junk. I bought it for 90 bucks. You get what you pay for, I guess. A good way to get your weld perfect, say if your welder does get stuck and it does stop in the middle of a joint like it just did when the welder messed up. A good way thing is to go on the opposite side and weld into that next weld. Don't just try to stop and then go in. Just try to meet them together. Then you can fill that pool up to actually make it one constant weld. Because otherwise, if you restart on that actual weld where it stopped, it's going to bulk up. See, it looks like one constant weld. It didn't bulk up. If I would have restarted on that joint where it stopped, it would have bulked up like a lot. It wouldn't look good. It's good just to go back and go to the opposite side, come in and meet it together. It makes it one weld. Alright, so now I'm actually going to do an inside joint weld where I'm going to go downhill. I said normally in constructional manufacturing and stuff like that, they'll want you to go uphill because it's going to actually penetrate more into the metal to actually make it stronger. But this is just going to be a frame for a table, so I'm just going to go downhill instead. So there's that one weld right there. Doesn't look too bad for a Harbor Freight welder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go downhill here. And I'm going to show you guys when I do that and what it looks like when it goes downhill. Okay, let's look at this weld after it's clean. Get some of that slag off. Okay, it's not too bad for a downhill weld. So let me start welding the rest of this up, and then we'll put the legs on. Honestly, I don't really care if this is square or not. Like I said, this is just going to be a little table that I can just work on. So I don't need it to be perfect. Let's go ahead and build the legs. Oh yeah, don't weld with your brand new cell phone in your pants. That's not a good thing. I ain't heard it, but when you're welding, there's actually the current actually going through you too. You don't feel it, but it actually can actually hurt your electronics in your pocket. I've welded for many years, and I've always had a phone in my pocket, and I always end up realizing I did, and not even a month later my electronic goes out. So that's the rule of thought. Don't ever weld with your phone in your pocket or any kind of electronics in your pocket, including your keys. Oh, and I broke that leg off. Bad tacks. See, I'm not perfect. Just tag it back up. Built. Now just a little grinding here and there to get all the little pebbles off, and all I gotta do is get a nice little piece of wood, put on top of it, and screw it down, and she'll be ready. Oh crap, she's tall. So I'll grind all of these down, so when I put the wood on, it's gonna be nice and flat. Well guys, I hope you guys appreciated this video. This is another little insight of my life that I do. I like to work on things, I like to build things. If you guys ever have the opportunity to learn how to weld, do it. You can do so many things with welding. This welder is not perfect at all. I mean, you saw it get stuck and stuff like that. It's just a little Harbor Freight, a little welder just for me to mess around with the house. Eventually, when I get my own garage and stuff like that, I'll actually get a better welder. This is just a piece of junk, $9 one on a good sale one day, and I couldn't pass it up because I need a weld. I haven't welded in like 2 years or so, and I figured that I needed to get back into welding, even though it's not my job anymore. I used to weld for non-stop since I was out of high school, and the last 2 years I decided I was going to broaden my horizons, go into something else, and now I'm a CNC machinist and a laser operator. And I'm glad I got away from it, because it always made you snotty all the time because of all the smoke that you breathe in, but it's always nice to go back to it every now and then. It's not going to hurt you if you weld here and there. You'll be all right. This is going to be my little stand table for my mini engine build that I'm going to do. And like I said, I'm going to buy a little piece of wood for it. I'm going to grind it up a little bit to, flatten out the wells and stuff so I can put the wood on it. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys. Like my last video when I did the gift card, 500 subscribers is truly amazing for me. And I was more than happy to give away a $25 gift card. And I hope that my channel does grow. I know it's not going to grow in the heights of, the million subscribers or even 100,000 subscribers, but anything that I do that helps someone else is enough for me. And the more subscribers I get, the more I know that I'm, I feel like I'm being a part of someone's life and helping them out in any way possible, that they feel that I'm helping them. That's perfectly enough for me. I hope I keep growing, and I hope I keep getting more views. That means I know that I'm helping people, or even making people happy. That's all that matters to me. I know I'm getting a lot of hate right now on the 5 things I hate on my Veloster video. It's making me laugh. It's already at 10,000 views, which is the most views I've ever had on any video I've ever had. And it's amazing of all the people that have commented just saying, why'd you even buy your Veloster? People, it's just a joke. I love my Veloster. Absolutely love it. I love my other Velosters. But with my protruding disc in my back and my bad knee, my bad clutch knee, it was hard for me to even drive a stick anymore on my last Veloster. That's the reason why I got to this Veloster. Yes, every car has its flaws. Every one of them. Even a Lamborghini, even Ferraris. They all have flaws. 5 things is not much, people, for me to just like, I don't want to buy this car. I love the car. That's the reason why I made a 5 things I love about this car. So if you see this video and you've hated on that video, it's a joke, people, okay? Yeah, there's some things on there that I am serious about, but overall, the attitude was towards, making fun of the 5 things I hate video on everyone. Everyone does it. Why not? Why not do it and have a little fun doing it? So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.